if I was to switch over today and start running an agency again, what have I learned that I could apply? What could I blend with the history of that agency? And so that's what I want to share with you today. AI is changing literally everything about marketing, about business, about the agency world, about the way we run our own agencies, about the value we can create for clients and how their businesses are evolving. So as this change is being driven by artificial intelligence, the way we look at the future is that in every industry, and certainly within the agency world, there's going to be three types of companies. AI native companies are going to be built smarter from the ground up. AI emergent companies are existing businesses that infuse AI and become smarter businesses. And then everybody else becomes irrelevant over time. So I've gone through these thought experiments over the last year where I looked at all these different industries. I thought about clients that we used to represent. So in my agency days, we probably worked with over 500 clients across dozens of industries. So I used that experience and I started thinking about those clients, those businesses. Started thinking about my own time running an agency. I started thinking about all of the enterprises we interact with on a daily basis at Marketing AI Institute. And I couldn't come up with a single one where this premise won't be true, where you can't look at that business knowing what we know about AI and find a smarter way to build it. And it's not just marketing, it's sales, service, operations, HR, finance, legal. You can literally infuse AI across all aspects, all functions of business. And so for you as an agency leader or practitioner, you can think about this applied to your own business model, but you can also start to think about the opportunities with all of your client businesses to do this. So in an AI native company, you're going to have people that leave existing agencies and build AI native agencies. That is going to be your competition. They're going to infuse AI from the ground up. They'll use generative AI technology everywhere. They'll build it into their products and services. They'll run it across all functions of the business. They'll be more resource efficient, need fewer people, less money. They'll think bigger. They'll be smart with their data from the beginning. So this is the competition. These are what you're going to be facing is these more nimble, more dynamic, more innovative firms. But as an existing agency, you have the opportunity to leverage your existing resources and assets. You have data, you have a customer base, you have infrastructure, you already have talent, you have potentially the resources to acquire some of these more innovative agencies. And ideally, what you need here is visionary leaders, people who understand AI and the potential it has to transform their agency. You also will represent these firms in your client portfolio. So you're going to be wanting to look for clients that want to be AI emergent, and the opportunities for you to provide services are going to be significant because the alternative here is you just become irrelevant. And in the agency world, it's not going to happen overnight, just like in many of the industries you represent, it won't happen overnight. But over time, it's going to be nearly impossible for these firms to compete with the AI native and AI emergent firms. So let's look specifically at the agency options. So path A is, we'll say agency A. Over the next year, they find ways to adopt AI into their core services. As a result, they save, let's say, 20% of time. Now, that's probably a conservative number. We're already seeing that level of efficiency gains in writing, in coding, and in other aspects of AI. So I think 20% is a very reasonable number that you can start to look at. But not only are you going to do the work more efficiently, the quality of the work will improve when you combine the strengths of human and machine, the human plus the AI. Now, the best agencies aren't going to look at that efficiency gain and say, we don't need as many people, let's reduce our workforce. They're going to take those savings and redistribute them into new growth initiatives. Then they're going to find ways to apply AI, not just among their own services, but across all functions of their own agency. Their HR will get smarter, their finance will get smarter, their operations will get smarter. And as a result, these AI powered agencies are going to have happier employees because they don't have to work as many hours in theory. They'll have more loyal clients because you're constantly creating more value, and they'll be financially stronger. Option B, or agency B, sticks to what they know. Their billable hour model or whatever the financial model is, they continue to do that. They harp on the need for high utilization rates. We used to run PR 2020 at a target of 60%, but I know many industry agencies will run at 70 to 80+%. I personally always found that to be unrealistic and put undue burden on employees. We saw burnout rates happening when she started getting into the 65 to 70% range. But I know there are a lot of agency leaders who still swear by the need to have 70 to 80%. I don't see how that remains viable moving forward. Again, I've never thought it was really sustainable.